So many years ago, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson expressed interest in playing Marvel's Luke Cage slash Power Man. After seeing him as Black Adam in that whole situation, could you imagine the kind of shit he would have pulled playing Luke Cage? As for the casting itself, I don't really like it. Yeah, The Rock is a big, buff, black, bald guy, but that doesn't mean he can play Luke Cage. When The Rock was playing Black Adam, he tried to make Black Adam a lot more important than he actually is. Black Adam is a B-list character at most, and he can work in his own isolated stories, but to try to make him the center of the DC universe, try to make him this big, important character, just doesn't really work. The Rock is known to have an ego, so since he was playing Black Adam, he wanted Black Adam to be that guy in DC. So much so that instead of trying to set up the fight between his actual rival character, Shazam, the big, important mega fight was him versus Superman, which doesn't really make sense. Yes, Black Adam and Superman have fought in the comics, but they're not rivals. It should be Black Adam versus Shazam, but The Rock's ego was way too big for that. Taking all that into account, if The Rock was to play Luke Cage, he would try to make Luke Cage way more important than he actually is. And Luke Cage is a pretty cool character. He's been on the front lines with the Avengers. He's been in some pretty big, cool fights. But at the end of the day, he's still a street-level hero. He's a hero for hire. Him and Iron Fist are an iconic duo. Do y'all think he wouldn't have wanted to team up with Iron Fist because he feels like him as Luke Cage is way too big for that, way too important for that? You think his ego would have been too big for him to team up with Iron Fist, whoever the actor would have been? Like, if The Rock was Luke Cage, he would try to set up the big ultimate fight fans have been waiting for. Luke Cage versus Thor. Luke Cage versus Captain America. Luke Cage on the front lines, 1v1 and fist fighting Thanos. Like, come on. You know damn well, if The Rock was playing Luke Cage, he would have tried to have Luke be as strong as, if not stronger than the Hulk. He would have had Luke Cage being worthy of wielding Mjolnir. He would have had Luke Cage having the Infinity Gauntlet, snapping his fingers, and being relatively fine because he has invulnerable skin, so the Infinity Gauntlet doesn't affect him as much as Thanos or even the Hulk. He would have tried to make Team Luke Cage versus Team Captain America or Iron Man, or team both of them versus Team Luke Cage in Civil War. The marketing for this project would have been so funny because The Rock would have been like, the hierarchy of power and the Marvel Cinematic Universe is about to change. And it's just fucking Luke Cage of all characters.